Hey everyone, this is Brandon the Beard, and welcome to another Dungeons & Dragons 5e character build. Today we are blessed to have yet another Overwatch build, Torbjorn Lindholm, father of Brigitte Lindholm. He will undoubtedly be my first build where we probably don't multiclass. Just don't get too comfortable, this may not be a common thing. We're going to start this build by using the standard point array from the player's handbook. You can point by or roll for stats if you want, just keep following things in mind. Intelligence is going to be our chief stat, because Torbjorn is a builder by trade. Dexterity or strength will be second, with the other being third. This is going to depend on which weapon you want to focus on, Forge Hammer or the Rivet Gun. Regardless, both scores should be high. Constitution is going to be next, followed by Wisdom. Charisma is going to be our dump stat, because you're not really the face of the operations here. Now, I know in my previous Overwatch build with Brigitte, we made her a human, and I know Overwatch doesn't actually have dwarves in it. But still, mountain dwarves get +2 constitution and +2 to their strength, 60 feet of dark vision, dwarven resilience, which gives you advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance against poison damage. Next, dwarven combat training gives you proficiency with the battle axe, the hand axe, the throwing hammer, and the war hammer. You also gain proficiency with an artisan's tool. I'd say go with smith's tools unless you want to get this proficiency a little later. If that's what you want to do, go with brewer's supplies, as mason's tools seem less in character by comparison. You do you. Stone cutting lets you add double your proficiency bonus on history checks related to the origins of stonework. As a mountain dwarf, you also get dwarven armor training, which gives you proficiency with light and medium armor. It's not as important since we'll already get that in level 1 of the class we're taking, but we needed the strength bump. Take the Clan Crafter background from the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide for history and insight, proficiency with another set of artisan's tools. If you took brewer's supplies at the beginning, get your smith's tools here. You get another language, and respect of the stout folk. Wherever there are dwarves, you can always find free room and board for yourself, and hopefully your traveling companions as well. We're going to start this build as an Artificer. Take Arcana and Investigation from the Artificer skill list. And for starting equipment, my suggestion is take 2 light hammers and scale mail. Artificers at level 1 get Magical Tinkering, which lets you make a tiny non-magical object magical by giving it one of 4 magical properties. Shedding light in a 10-foot radius, emitting a recorded message, emitting a sound or odor, or creating a static visual effect on its surface. For our first spells, you get 2 cantrips from the Artificer cantrip list. Take Mending and Firebolts. You have to have Mending. Every Artificer has Mending. For your first level spells, go ahead and take Catapult and Absorb Elements. At second level, an Artificer gets 4 Infusions, which are like Magical Tinkering, but better. Enhanced Weapon lets you give a simple or martial weapon a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. When you reach level 10 as an Artificer, it becomes +2. Repeating Shot does the same thing to a weapon with the ammunition property, but it also lets you ignore the loading property because it automatically reloads itself with magic ammo that disappears after you've used it to attack. Goggles of Night give a creature 60 feet of dark vision, and finally, a Wand of Magic Detection lets you use an action to cast Detect Magic 3 times daily. Third level Artificers gain an Artificer specialty, and a guy who throws automatic gun turrets everywhere has to be an Artillerist. You get 2 new spells, Shield and Thunder Wave. You can also make the Eldritch Cannon, a magical cannon either of tiny or small size, in a space within 5 feet of you. It has an AC of 18, HP equal to 5 times your Artificer level, it's immune to poison and psychic damage, and if you use the Mending cantrip on it, it regains 2d6 HP. Based on how Torbjorn is not the healer of the group, you have 2 options. The Flamethrower model exhales fire in a 15-foot cone, forcing a dexterity saving throw. Failing that, creatures take 2d8 fire damage, or half on a success. The Force Ballista fires a ranged spell attack up to 120 feet, dealing 2d8 force damage on a hit and pushing a creature back 15 feet. Artillerists also gain proficiency with Woodcarver's tools, which you can use to make your cannons. You can also use Smith's tools, but you didn't grab any in your starting equipment. Oh, wait! The right tool for the job lets you create a non-magical set of tools after spending an hour casting on an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you. For this level spell, grab Tasha's Caustic Brew. At level 4, we get our first ability score improvement or feat. Normally I would save these for later on in the video, but for this video I'm going to go through them one at a time. Bump your intelligence for better spellcasting, or better strength or dexterity to improve your weapon attacks. You could also grab the Warcaster feat, which gives you advantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration, and you no longer need to make somatic components, and you can cast a spell as a reaction if you get the option for an opportunity attack. Another good feat would be the Sharpshooter feat, making your magical crossbow deadly even at its longest range, removing the disadvantage from firing at max range, ignoring half and 3/4 cover, and if you take a -5 penalty to an attack roll, you get to add +10 to the damage roll if it hits. Pick any one of these things and then just save the rest for later. You do you. At level 5, Artillerists get 2 more spells, Scorching Ray and Shatter. You also get access to the Arcane Firearm. Turn a wand, staff, or rod into a new spellcasting focus, and if you cast a spell that does damage, add a d8 to the spell's damage roll. Enchant your wand with magic detection and do some damage. For this level spells, take Identify at first level, and for second level spells, take Heat Metal and Pyrotechnics. Level 6 Artificers get Tool Expertise. When you make an ability check with a tool you're proficient with, you can double your proficiency bonus with it. You also get 2 more infusions. The Spell Refueling Ring lets you recover an expended spell slot of 3rd level or lower as an action once per day. An Armor of Magical Strength lets you add your intelligence modifier to a strength check or save, or avoid being knocked prone. It has 6 charges to do this, and you regain 1d6 charges each dawn. At level 7, you get the Flash of Genius, letting you or an ally within 30 feet of you add your intelligence modifier to an ability check or saving throw. This costs a reaction and can be used a number of times per long rest, equal to your intelligence modifier. You also get another 2nd level spell, so take Continual Flame if you want. Level 8 gets us our next ability score improvement or feat. If you bumped up your strength at level 4, cap it, or divide the points between intelligence and constitution to round them up to 16 and increase their modifiers. If you want more feats, go back to level 4 in this video and check out our recommended feat options. 9th level Artillerists get 2 more spells, Fireball and Wind Wall. We can also upgrade our Eldritch Cannon to an Explosive Cannon. The damage for this is now 3d8, and you get a self-destruct button. So if you're within 60 feet of your cannon, you can use an action to detonate it, forcing everyone in 20 feet to make a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, they take 3d8 force damage, or half on a success. At level 9, we also get 3rd level spells, to take Dispel Magic and Flame Arrows for this level. Level 10 Artificers are now Magic Item Adepts. You can attune to up to 4 magic items at once, and crafting a common or uncommon magic item takes only 1/4 of the normal time and half the usual cost in gold. We also get 2 more infusions. The Headband of Intellect increases your intelligence score to 19, and Gauntlets of Ogre Power increase your strength to 19 as well. No need to put ability scores into intelligence or strength anymore, focus it all on dexterity or constitution. You also get a new cantrip, so go ahead and take Thunderclap. At level 11, Artificers can now create a spell-storing item, which can be a simple or martial weapon or any item usable as a spellcasting focus. You can store a 1st or 2nd level spell from the Artificer spell list, whether it's prepared or not, that requires 1 action to cast. Any creature holding the object can use an action to release that spell from it, and that spell can be used a number of times from that object equal to twice your intelligence modifier, or until you use this feature again. For a spell at this level, let's go ahead and take Protection from Energy. Level 12 is our next ability score improvement or feat, and since your intelligence and strength are already 19 thanks to your infusions, let's work on bumping our constitution or our dexterity as I said. Or if you want to take an aforementioned feat, again, go back in this video to where I described level 4, that'll tell you more. 13th level Artillerists get 2 more spells, Ice Storm and Wall of Fire. At this level, we also finally get access to 4th level spells. So for this level, we're going to take the spell Fabricate. 14th level Artificers are now Magic Item Savants, letting you attune to up to 5 magic items, and ignoring all restrictions or requirements when attuning or using a magic item. This probably means you can equip yourself with a wand sheath. 2 more infusions get added to our list, starting with the Belt of Hill Giant Strength. This makes your strength score 21, which means you don't need the Gauntlets of Ogre power anymore. The Amulet of Health makes your Constitution score 19, so we no longer have to invest in Constitution for the remainder of this build. Finally, you get yet another cantrip at this level, so go ahead and pick up Acid Splash or any other damaging cantrip you might want. At level 15, an artillerist can gain the Fortified position. This means you can have 2 Eldritch Cannons out at one time instead of the usual 1, and each one can be created in the same action, but each one requiring different spell slot to activate, and they can both be used on the same bonus action. In addition, each cannon now offers half cover to anyone within 10 feet. For this level spell, go ahead and grab Stone Skin from 4th level. 16th level Artificers get another ability score improvement or feat. Since you've got the Headband of Intellect, and you've got the Belt of Hill Giant Strength, and you've got the Amulet of Health, work on capping your dexterity, or take one of the aforementioned feats if you haven't already. At level 17, Artillerists get their last 2 spells, Cone of Cold and Wall of Force. As Artificers, we also finally get access to 5th level spells. So, for the 5th level of spells, grab Wall of Stone, and from 4th level, also grab Summon Construct. Level 18 Artificers are now Magic Item Masters. Now you can attune to up to 6 magic items at once. We also get 2 more infusions, and since we've gotten pretty much all we need, we're just going to grab some fun options. Boots of the Winding Path lets you teleport up to 15 feet as a bonus action to a space you've previously occupied. This makes for quick escapes in case you don't want to end at your turn in melee range. Next, take the Cloak of Protection, which, like the Ring of Protection, will give you +1 bonus to AC and to your saving throws. Level 19 sees our last ability score improvement or feat. Take a feat, cap a score if you can, do it whatever you want. Our last step in this journey is level 20 in Artificer, and now we are the ultimate masters of craft thanks to the Soul of Artifice. You gain a +1 bonus to all saving throws for each magic item you've attuned to. If you've got the maximum of 6, that means you get a +6 bonus to all of your saving throws on top of what you've already got. And if you drop to 0 HP but don't die outright, you can just end one of your Artificer infusions and instead drop to 1 HP. What did you guys think of this video? Is there any other Overwatch character you'd like to see me do? Leave a comment or a question below. I'm also posting up other videos later on this weekend. You're going to be seeing some new ones, including a reboot of the Armorer from The Mandalorian, Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin, Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda, and Spear and Fang from Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal. Keep an eye out. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications. And remember, all will be well. Just keep moving forward.